Hello everyone and welcome to this Multiversus video. I am Dim Rob Queen. I've been playing Arya since the second Multiversus deck test, and this is like day 1 in 24 hours or like 22 hours after the early access was released, and I have been playing Arya for all this time, and this is intended as a guide to like try and teach you what I learned and things like this. And I hope that with this video I will be able to like guide you with about the character, tell you what I think is strong, what I think is not great, and yeah. This video will be divided into kind of chapters with first the moves, etc. What you need to know about the moves, how I feel about them, what are like better moves, etc. And then we'll have combos, and finally something like TLDR plus win conditions and stuff like that. So now that this introduction is out of the way, let me first give you a TLDR of my thoughts on Arya. I feel like overall she's very good. She's obviously one of the better characters in the game. If there was like a tier list from S to D, I think she would be A tier easily. She's got clear strengths, like her combo game, and clear weaknesses, like her lightweight, the fact that she takes 14 damage more than any other character besides like Harley Quinn and Finn, I think, because she's an assassin. So she takes a lot of damage, plus she's very light, so that's her like biggest weakness. Also, she can have trouble killing, but yeah, TLDR, she's good. She has clear strength, clear weaknesses, probably A tier. But let's move on to her moveset. So let's start with her grounded normal moves. First is this move, her grounded neutral normal. I think it's a very bad move. There isn't anything to this move that's cool. Like, it deals only 4 damage. This wasn't like a sour spot or anything. Like, this deals 4 damage, and that's it. The jump back can be useful, but like it's pretty rare. It doesn't jump back a long distance or whatever, and I don't think you can. Yeah, you can cancel and hit, but like, what are you gonna hit after that? Like, yeah, it's just bad. Yeah, it's not a great move. It doesn't deal damage, doesn't have a lot of knockback or whatever. I guess if you fully charge it like 100, it will kill, but then again, it's not great. There is one trick you can do with it that is okay, I guess. It's this one. You can cancel dash back into a jump, and I guess you can bait someone, but it's not great. And anyways, speaking of like baiting someone, the next move we're going to talk about is probably better. And that move, you've just seen it, it's her down normal, this one. That is a much better move, because it's actually useful, and like you can actually use it. I don't use it much, but like compared to this one, I use it, so that's already a plus. So what this move does is that first you get an invincible roll. So it's like a dodge. You can see it depletes the meter down below my name. You can do that and it depletes the meter a bit. So yeah, that's what this one does. This one gives you a dodge and then you attack. You don't get combos of it, I think. Maybe at very low percent you can get something, but it's probably not that great. It's just that you get an invincible roll, and so if someone is landing on you, like with a down aerial or something, you can just roll through it and backstab them. It's not a great move, but it's decent. But yeah, definitely not on par with the next move we're going to talk about, which are up normal and side normal. So let's start with up normal. This is like the Marth up tilt. It doesn't cancel into itself, as you can see, but it cancels into other moves, and that's why it's good. It used to be worse. Like in tech test, it wasn't great, and then it got buffed. In tech test, it looks something like this. So that was like the fastest you could cancel it. Again, like this. That was about it. Now you can do this. And this is a much faster cancel window, and because of that, this move has been significantly better. What it does now is that it used to like extend your combos a bit, and kind of fuck up your BNBs, but now it doesn't like prevent you from getting a cool combo after this. And yeah, overall good zoning tool. It hits far in front and above Arya. Like the farthest it hits is like in a diagonal in front of her. It's very good. right above her head and a bit to the side. Good zoning tool, good to catch landing with, even though I don't do it because I'm dumb. And overall, decent combo extender, but it is nothing compared to her side normal. Side normal has 2 hits, so these two. You can like wait a lot between the two, like this. And let me tell you, the second one, this one, is useless. What you want to hit is this one, and this one only. It deals 3 damage, which you might be like, this sucks. But what it actually is a combo starter. So, for example, you can do this. And it is an amazing... This wasn't all true, by the way, but you get the idea. It is an amazing combo starter. It is super fast. It got nerfed on its whiff frames, but it's like 2 frames on top of what it used to be, so it's still pretty safe. Amazing zoning tool. It gets like catches people landing. It's disjoint. It is just great. Probably her. I don't know if it's her best move, but it is definitely her best grounding move. And yeah, this is for grounding normals. So basically, don't use this. Don't really use this. This is good, but mostly combo extender, and this is the one thing you'll be spamming. Now let's move on to her aerial normals. So her aerial neutral normal, so Nair for short, is this. I don't know what it is, she just does it. I guess it deals some damage, but it's pretty bad. This is just a small hitbox a bit in front of her as she lands. She's very vulnerable in her back and above. Plus, it does nothing, you don't get to combo off it, so it's a bad move. Like, her Nair is a bad move, in my opinion. I've seen people use it, but they're either that much better than me, or they're just, like, got lucky or whatever, because I don't think this move is very useful. I don't see the use of it. Especially compared to the rest of her aerial, and I think you will understand that as we move along. For example, her side aerial is the next on the list, and this one is quite useful. It's a white slash, it hits a bit behind her as well. Like, let me try and show you. Yeah, it hits a bit behind her because like the blade does a full arc. It hits in front. The hitbox was reduced with the patch, but it's still pretty cool. And it's, more importantly than anything else, an amazing kill tool. I won't be able to show it to you here, but like this is a good edgeguard tool, and just going for it off stage is very cool. Like you can do this, charge it, and get someone who's trying to recover low. So yeah, that is a good move. It is a combo ender as well. It's pretty fast. It's just overall very good. And much better than the Nair. And it pushes basically the same thing. You can't really get a combo of it, but at least it's a combo ender and it deals like decent damage. Let me check. Okay, that's only 4, but the knockback is there. Now, up aerial is even better. I mean, I don't know if it's even better, but it is a great tool as well. This is either your combo extender or your combo finisher. If you want to kill, it's your combo finisher. If you want to deal damage, it's your combo extender. It's very good because the hitbox is out for like a second and a half or something. It's 2 hits, so it breaks armor on the first one and lunges on the second. And it's a what? It's a very good kill move, that's what I meant. Here it didn't kill because it's attack DK, but like, if we put Shaggy at 75, it will kill. That's basically how you want to kill people off the top with her up air. It's a very good move overall. And now, last but not least, probably her best aerial move, question mark. At least, my favorite one is down aerial. Down aerial is fantastic because it loops. So, it's a spike that you can fast full. You can't really cancel off it, I think. Wait, let me check. No, you can't cancel off it, you have to wait until the animation is fully completed. But it's an amazing kill tool, it's an amazing combo tool because you can get down air loops. And it's an amazing like combo starter as well, because you can do this. Okay, he's at 2 high percent, but like, let's say Shaggy just whiffed something, I just come and do this, and then I get a combo off it. And there you go. This is like typical Arya star getting a stock, how it looks like. And this is the capabilities of side air. So yeah, she's got amazing aerial options beside Nair, and down air is probably one of our better options, but they're all very good. So yeah, fishing for kills with this is cool. Getting like combos with this is cool. Just it's a good move to use. Now let's move to her special moves. Her neutral special is a bit weird. So I can do this. But before I can do this, I either need to kill, because this is the perk I use. The trophy, if you knock out an enemy, you get their face. Otherwise, if you want to get someone's face, you gotta do this. You can do this in an ally in 2v2. Or you can do this on your enemy. It deals 3 damage and gives you their face. With a face, you can use their neutral moves on the ground and in the air. And that's about it. So, using other neutral moves than your own is better, I guess, because you don't use Arya's neutral moves. But like, her kit is so centered around her getting like her moves to land that it doesn't matter. But now that you have Soul in the face, you can do this. This is a stun, so it's basically a free combo, and when you get it at higher percent, it's a free kill. The animation is very, like, you see, it takes a long time to stun, and then the enemy can mash to get out of it, so it's not the greatest. But other than that, it's like okay. I use it all the time because I'm greedy as fuck, but I wouldn't recommend it if you're a beginner or new to Arya, because unless people run into it, you'll just leave yourself wide open. But yeah, that's her neutral normal. It's a bit long to explain, but basically, still face, get stun, get kill. And at low percent, it sets you up for a free combo as well, so it's cool. Now her down special. This is Sharpen Blade, I think it's called, or something. She basically sharpens her blade, and now when I hit, you can read it's written backstab. So I sharpen my blade, and this is a backstab. So when she hits people in the back, Arya deals more damage. And backstab is literally that. It lets you backstab them for the first hit. And sometimes it leads to several hits being backstabbed. In 2s, it will grant the buff to your ally and teleport you to them if you're not too far from them. I think it's cool. It's a good move, definitely, but not that great unless you're fighting someone with armor. Against armor, it just pierces it. That's it. You don't have to hit them twice or whatever. It just pierces armor, which is absolutely insane, especially against like Superman or something like that, or Wonder Woman, who get like free armor all the time. It's just an amazing move. You don't have to respect them anymore. You can just sharpen your blade and get a hit in. It goes away in 1 hit, and it has 18-second cooldown. But if you use it properly, it's a very good move. It's just a buff move, so not much to know about this. Just use it whenever you think you will like get a reward. And yeah, now let's talk about side special. Side special is probably Arya's most useful move, in my opinion. It's this. It's a dagger. That dagger can have several states, so first it can be thrown, and that's it. But when it's thrown, it can either be on an ally, on an enemy, or on the ground. So if it's on the ground, like right now, it doesn't do much, and you get like a super long cooldown. Let me show you. Like you see the cooldown below my health? That's the whole cooldown. You get to wait all this time if you leave it on the ground or if you like throw it off stage. So that's the whole cooldown, and now instead of like getting it on the ground, you can stick it to an enemy or an ally, and you get a much like. Look at this. Look at this cooldown. This is not the same. This cooldown is much better, so you really want to stick it. If it's on the ground, it can be picked up either by an ally or an enemy, and you will get a refund on your cooldown. So yeah. And then, as you've seen, once dagger is stuck, or if you want at any point, you can just teleport to it, and it extends your combos. You can use it in different ways, like for example, you're just far from your opponents, and you can't get in, you just do that, and boom, you're in. The dash that you get when you go to your dagger has two different states. It can either be invincible and deal damage along the way, like this, or it can be not invincible and not deal damage along the way, like this. Here, if I do that, I dash through Shaggy and don't deal anything. If the dagger is on an ally or an enemy, you will do damage and your dash will be invincible. If it's on the ground or in the air, you won't get anything. This is Arya's most powerful tool, and it allows you to do stuff like this. That was all true, and it killed starting 35. Of course, DI is important, and you might not get this in a match, but it's just a proof of concept with what you can do with dagger. I've gotten like so many free kills with people just like Shaggy, for example, going all the way up here to charge with dagger stuck, and it's just a free kill. So yeah, most important move, if you do not stick dagger, you are super vulnerable and you cannot get a kill most of the time. So this is the one move you need to like stick. And then there is her up special. You've already seen it a lot, is this move. You don't get any height at all. You can stall with it, I guess. Like it cancels your momentum if you're like far from the ledge and you're getting thrown. But that's not very useful on its own, sorry. But then you get to land a hit, and you see that it actually teleports you like behind, or like near the character you just hit, and that is your main combo tool. It's like a default Arya start combo, like without dagger or anything, is this. You land this, and this, and this. Fairly basic, but it is all enabled thanks to a B or up special, however you wanna call it. And as you can see, you can get loops with downer and up special, but we'll talk about that in the combo section. And so that's it for like her movesets. I will let you to the basic combos. I will just show them on screen. I don't think I need to like speak much for the basic combos. I will probably give more details about like the more advanced stuff, but yeah, here we go with the basic combos. Okay, so now that you've seen all the basic combos, they were very basic. There will be more interesting stuff in the advanced combo sections, but these were like the basic kill combos. It's like sticking dagger, landing a B, going to dagger, killing. These are true, like bearing very good DI. Of course, in game, people will be DIing this properly, and you will have a hard time hitting. But keep in mind that even if they DI properly, they will forget to dodge at some point, or they will forget to DI properly, and you will still get a kill. But that's it. And also, like the early combos, like the easy and basic combos, you should like just straight up get them, depending, even like regardless of DI, I mean. So yeah. Now let's move on to what I call like win conditions and stuff like that. It's like the more advanced stuff, the more boring stuff. If you just want combos, you can like just move to combos. So in this advanced tools section, I've got like win conditions, lose conditions, and like conversion tools. So starting with win conditions, you have only one hit, like one big win condition, and that is this. You just want to stick dagger. Dagger is stuck, you get a kill. It's as simple as this. Or not so simple here in this occasion because I fucked up the combo a bit. Yeah, you see, you get dagger, you can do whatever you want, you get a kill. And that is pretty much it. Even if you land like down air, you can just dagger and get something. I cancelled it too soon, but just landing dagger and then getting a stray hit is a kill most of the time if you know what you're doing. Depending on some areas, it won't work. Like, I think this is Trophy's Edge in terms of like height, I mean ceiling height, and just to the sides. So Trophy's Edge is definitely a good map for Arya, but Yeah. Basically, land dagger, and this is your win condition. Even if it's just a combo, you can like deal 50 damage in one combo with Arya. So, landing dagger is a win condition, especially if you're like at 70 or more. It is almost always a kill if you play properly. On the other hand, her lose condition, sorry, is just not to have dagger. If you don't have dagger, you can do this as much as you want. You see, it's sending nowhere. You can get good at edge guarding, but if you start edge guarding, you'll just get this. Well, if I can hit him, but you'll just get this, the attack DK, and now you cannot kill. So of course you can mix it up with like a B and stuff, but you will not kill with attack DK. And so yeah, Arya's lose condition is not to have dagger, basically. Also, so yeah, you need to be careful when you throw it out, and you need to be careful how you throw your moves out, because if you land dagger but you get hit, you get less time to do a combo. And now if I try to do this, okay, it still worked, but like it could not have worked. I've got combos that are literally frame perfect, so unless you do this and immediately get a hit, you can't do them. But yeah, win condition and lose condition are the same thing, basically, just the opposite of each other. That didn't make sense, but you get what I mean. It's dagger. If you stick it, you win. If you don't stick it, you lose. The combo is very long also if you don't stick it, especially in 1v1 where no ally can pick it up. So be careful how you use it, and you should be fine. Now let's talk about what I call conversion tools. Conversion tools are like the moves you want to use for me. So for example, let's say I stick dagger, I don't want to do this or this. This is bad. And I don't want to go for dagger right away. In a lot of cases I do it, but it's like because CD will go off and I really need to get a hit. Because you can literally stuff like this. But most of the time when you hit dagger, you want to land a down air, a up B, side normal, and that's basically it. Even like side air and up air don't give you like combos until very late percent, or you have to fast fall them very, like, it's very specific and you don't really want to bother with this. So yeah, basically land dagger, down air is a conversion tool, this is a conversion tool, this is a conversion tool, and that's about it. In some cases, this is also a conversion tool, like here, but yeah, I will let you see the advanced combos right now.
Okay, here we are in the advanced combos section. So a few things before I show you like insane combos. Let me warn you that these combos, while they are true, they are performed on a dummy that doesn't DI. I do this because these combos are proof of concept. It just means that, well, they can work. They don't always work, but they can work. I can still get, like, I've seen people telling me that it's impossible to get this, like a down air loop. I mean, I've been getting it pretty consistently in game, so I don't really know what they're talking about, but I guess it's because they've been, like, either messing it up, or they've only been fighting opponents with amazing DI, or characters that don't really take the loop. But yeah, anyways, TLDR, DI exists. Some characters are harder to hit than others, so yes, this is done without DI. It's just a proof of concept, and it's just to show you that you can get a loop, and if you do get a loop, you can get something after the loop, so you can get a kill and things like this. Now, before I go on, I've been reading the comments on my previous combo video, and first of all, thank you for everyone who's watched it. It's pretty insane getting 10k views for me. And I've seen a lot of comments telling me how to do this, how you do that, how can you get the down air, how can you get the follow-up to the down air. And I will answer all of these in due time. We won't start with the down air loop. We'll start with the classic 0 to death combo on Harley, Arya, and Tom and Jerry. But as soon as I get to a down air loop, I will explain how it works, like, in details. And yeah, so let's begin. So let's start with the classic, one of my favorite combos. It's a 0 to death on Harley Quinn and Tom and Jerry on a lot of arenas. This is something I haven't said, but some arenas have higher ceilings, so this combo won't work everywhere, but it's most likely the most damaging combo you can get on Harley, Tom, etc. So yeah, it's still probably the best, and it will put them in a big sweaty disadvantage state where they are all the way up here, and you're just waiting for them to land. So yeah, this combo can be pretty tricky. Let's see if I can get it first try. I didn't get it first try. So basically, to get this one to kill, you want to use your up, this one, like you're up normal on the ground. You want to use it perfectly so Holly is at her highest point when she gets hit with the up special. It's a bit tricky, and then you want to delay the dagger, like the return to the dagger. You want to delay it just a bit so you get the maximum height, and then you up special and you can have up aerial. It's not a very useful combo. Most of the time people will be able to get out of it with a slight DI, and most arenas, as I said, will not allow you to kill. It's just a proof of concept. Now you know that if you do this, and if they forget to dodge, you can get a kill. If they don't DI properly, etc. Again, proof of concept. Don't always work, but this one is a touch of death on Holly, Arya, and Tom and Jerry. I wouldn't recommend you to learn it, but I have landed it in match. It feels super good, but it's pretty rare. So let's move on to actually damaging combo. So on Shaggy, at 0, I don't have much at 0, honestly. I don't have much at 0. What you can do is probably this. Yeah, this didn't even deal that much damage. At 0, I would advise you to go for something like this. Okay, so that's probably the best I can get at 0. Again, DI dependent, so it won't work all the time, but basically what you want to do is try and use your down air loops. You don't get to finish him up with the dagger because you have to use it early, and here's how this one works. So, basic combo launcher here, instead of doing a proper loop like here, like the second one, what you want to do is, when you hit this, you want to go back to your dagger and down air again. And that's the best you can get, I think. That way he doesn't hit the ground, because if he hits the ground here, he doesn't have enough knockback so that he can bounce off the ground like here. And if he doesn't bounce, you don't get the follow-up. So yeah. Now let's talk about the proper down air loop, because as you can see, the first one isn't a proper down air loop, but this one is. And this one is as well. Oh, I can get even more. Nice. But yeah, TLDR on a down air loop. When you hit... Okay, first about the up B. When you have B, you can input down air towards the end, and that's what I do here. If I input it after, it might not be true, so I input it towards the end, like here, and then you get the down air. And then to get a follow-up, you need to fast fall after you hit. And basically, you wait for them to slam into the ground, and then you get a combo. And that's it. That is really all there is to it. Yeah, I was thinking if I was DIing the up B, but I'm not. You can do it, by the way. Here I DI'd it to the left, and so the combo didn't work. Here I DI'd it to the right, and it's better, but it's the same thing, honestly. But yeah, that's it for the down air loops. I've seen a lot of questions about this, asking me if they still worked, if there was something people were doing wrong about it. I think what you're not doing well is probably you're DIing left or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, there's nothing special to it. Just land your B, down aerial towards the end, fast fall. Very easy. Fast fall after the hit. You don't want to fast fall before the hit, and that's it. Now that we have a good combo at 0, let's check a good combo at 15. So that looks like a good combo at 15, but it's most likely impractical. The loops are tricky to get by themselves, and then you add DI to it, so I wouldn't go for this one, but this is the most damage you can get at 15, probably. But yeah, there's another trick in this one, and that's why I want to show it to you, despite it being not practical or whatever. It's to get some loops, you will have to DI this to the right once you've hit. So basically you want to fast fall it, as always, but you want to fast fall it to the right. Or basically to the way Arya is facing when you start the combo. So if I'm facing left, I want to DI to the left, and then I can get the combo easier. So yeah, probably impractical. I would try to get this in match though. Some maps you can get it on, and since there is no tech, they really cannot take this. But yeah, timing is tricky as you've just seen. You basically want to hit them at the same time they hit the ground. But it's really tricky. It won't get you a kill, but it will get you a lot of damage as you've seen. But yeah, not very practical. Again, just a proof of concept on how to use this loop, especially the loop to the right or to the left. But now let's move on to actual practical advanced kill combos, and they start at 35 and Shaggy. Right. So this is a very cool kill combo with another concept that will be important if you want to learn how to kill early. So keep in mind that Shaggy is medium weight, I think, or a bit heavier than most of the cast. So you'll get earlier kills on some characters. I'm thinking of like Jake and Taz, etc. You'll probably get earlier kills. They should work as well. I will check them later and tell you if they work or not. But yeah, this one is a bit different on what you want to hit. I messed it up already. So same thing, loop to the right, and then this one, the up aerial. What you want to do is that as you land it, you want to fast fall so Arya hits the ground. When she hits the ground, she will reset kind of her ability to go to the dagger, and that's when you can actually combo. Because you see here, I didn't do it properly, and I didn't get the actual combo. It wasn't comboing. You can also do that. It's easier, but I don't think it will kill. Yeah. So yeah, as you've seen here, I've been dead silent because it's pretty hard to hit. Actually, I've been dead silent, but yeah, as you've seen, I just landed with the up aerial and I canceled it a bit earlier. I think you can dodge cancel. Let me try. Nope. Nope, dodge canceling doesn't make it easier. This one is just very tight. You have to land very early and then use your side special again. Difficult combo, but I've gotten a lot of kills with things like this. Okay, so now that you've seen the hardcore version starting at 35, I'll show you, how to kill at 70. So it's double the damage, but it's twice easier to land. Simply do that. Loop. And that's just true. This is... I consider this an advanced combo because you have to do a down air loop. But it is so easy to kill with this. I've gotten so many kills. This is like probably Arya's best kill confirm. Or maybe there are some that are better, but only depends on if the enemy knows when they can dodge. And even if they do get the dodge, sometimes they still get hit because they mistimed it. But yeah, this is so easy to land. It's actually ridiculous. Don't even have to time the up aerial on the ground anymore. So yeah, pretty insane kill combo. Now I'm gonna show you some more on Superman because he's one of the heaviest characters in the game. I haven't played against Iron Giant much, so I don't really know what to say about him. Also, it's super easy to combo because it's so big. But yeah, Superman a bit harder to combo because he's got like a lot of resilience. But as you've seen, the combo that works on Shaggy at 70 works on Superman at 90. Like this one. Don't refer to the hitstun combo. 16 is because I hit him before, but this is the actual thing. It's about 10, I think. Yeah. So yeah, the combo on Shaggy works on Supes at 90, perhaps at 80, but I doubt it. Let's see. Ooh. Well, that is insane. Wait, does it work at the same percentage? That would be actually crazy, I think. Okay, no, it doesn't work at 70, but it works at 80. And let's see how it works when the opponent DIs. So, dodge during a hitstun is DI. As you can see, I managed to get the first, how do you call this? the first down air loop in spite of DI. Well, this is... I think this has to combo because I landed a B by itself. Yeah, you see with DI, it's not always... It doesn't always work. But people never DI perfectly. And also, you still get the damage. And you can react too. You see, even with DI, you can still hit it. Again, just a proof of concept. I'll still hit most of these in match, and even if I don't hit them, I can react with a side aerial or something. So yeah, it's not lost. It's never lost, and people usually don't DI the proper way anyway. So now let's show you this on a lighter character like Taz. Perhaps we'll start killing at 60. Let's get rid of the dodge, because it's a bit annoying. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah. And that's a kill. Again, that's a kill on the training platform. I think this is like Trophy's Edge or something. But yeah, you get the gist. That's the third advanced combos. I could stay here all day showing you combos and cool tricks, but I think you get the gist. I feel like I've been able to explain like down air loops pretty well. If you still have issues with them, feel free to like rewind the video and watch it again. It's really not that tricky, but if you have never landed one, it's gonna be difficult. Remember that if you want to loop, most of the time it's better to like DI this to the side Arya is facing, like here to the right. It's just more consistent if you want to get your combos to work, but you don't always have to do it. And that should be about it for the advanced combo sections. If you want to see more, well, tell me in the comments and I'll do a proper video with a lot of combos. And there you have it. This concludes my guide on Arya start. I know I put matchups in the thumbnail, but if I had like actually gone through with it, this guide would be 50 minutes long. So yeah, I still got the footage. If you want to see it, tell me in the comments and I'll release it. It's basically like about 20 minutes of me just trying to tell you what you should do in a matchup. So I thought it wasn't really relevant here anymore, especially after the advanced combo section. But yes, I still have it. If you want to see it, I'll post it later. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this. I know this is a pretty long video. It's fairly tedious. I hope the chapters will help you navigate it, because I know not everything is useful. For example, if you already know the moves, you don't really want to like hear some guy talk about how, oh wow, side normal is very good. But yes, this was intended as a beginner to advanced guide. So, of course, I had to talk about a lot of things in detail. Anyways, feel free to follow me on Twitter and Twitch if you want to see more of this, especially Twitch. I stream daily nowadays for Multiversus content. I have replays and reruns of my previous streams where I tackle the 2v2 and 1v1 ladders. There's a lot of molding in French right now on the channel. But if I see that I have English-speaking viewers, I'll speak English. But yeah, that's about it. Remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you want to see more. I really like seeing a lot of Arya mains coming to like my videos and asking me for advice and things, or just telling me, wow, all of Arya. I love Arya too. She's one of the most fun I've had in a platform fighter in a long time. Sorry. And yeah, that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day, good night, or whatever, and see you around.